What's up, guys? Card Lad's returning today with a little mail video. Very exciting. I tried to record this. As you can see, everything's already opened. Here's the nice extra card I got from Japan. I did order this from Japan. My video got corrupted. I don't know what happened, so I'm going to show you what it was packed in. It was packed in this, just a little envelope and a team bag from Japan. Here it is. And let me reveal what card this is. I've been looking for this for a very long time. If you follow me on Instagram, you know how long I've been looking for this card. And yeah, so here it is. It's an old back card. And I just want to kind of point out the condition of the card before I take it out. Actually, before I reveal the card. Let me just show you. So there's a little bit of whitening here and there. Very, very little. Some minor scratches, but you see, in general, nothing really crazy. Some whitening down there, but pretty good condition overall. Here he is, my dudes. We now own base set Charizard. We own the original Charizard now. You can see this is not the Evolutions one. This is the original base set Charizard with a huge swirl in the corner. Very, very excited to finally own this. Just to go over the condition a bit, it is obviously off-center, left to right. You can see that, I'm sure. I wouldn't call it miscut or anything like that. I don't think it would qualify for an off-center grade. I think that would be a little silly if it did. The only surprise that I've had that wasn't shown in the pictures, really. One good surprise, one bad surprise. Here's some little silvering there, but very, very minor overall. This card is in pretty good shape. Even just from showing you like this, you can tell it's not scratched up. That's surprise number one. I thought there'd be some scratches. There's really not. So that's great to see. The only surprise I'm not happy with is that. I'm sure you guys can see that little nick in the corner. I don't know what that'll do to the grade. I don't know if I'm going to be actually grading this with Beckett. And I don't know if that'll be considered damage or just they might take a few points off of the corner grade for that. So hopefully they are a little bit nice to this card. I bought this. I got it for a little over $100. Which in my opinion for a card like this is a very, very good deal. I think it will grade somewhere around a 7 to an 8. An 8 I'd obviously be ecstatic over, and my realistic personal expectation for this card is that it gets a 7.5. I think the centering on the front is probably going to get a 7, and that'll only allow the card to go up to a 7.5 with Beckett. That's how they grade based off their centering. So everything else I think will do really well. I think the surface could even get a 9. Or an 8.5, even with these few scratches. It's very minor. The edges in the corners aren't going to do too well. So, but I don't think they'll get much lower than really an 8. Besides maybe this. Depends on how they see this. Is that actually smudging? No, we're good. Some weird hollow bleed stuff going on. But yeah, a little bit information about this card. Excuse me. A little bit information about this card. This card in Japanese was actually printed with different ink sometimes. So this is sort of your standard coloration of the card. There are lighter prints that look just like the English base set one, which I actually don't prefer. I don't like that too much. That's why I went for the Japanese one. And there's actually a darker print too, which looks more like Shadowless or First Edition. The darker print's my favorite. It's hard to find. Not only is it hard to find this card in good shape, it's hard to find in good shape and the right coloration. So I did settle a little bit for this one, but the swirl, I think in my opinion, really makes up for that. It's really, really nice. The foiling on this card's great. Even if this card were slabbed up as a 7.5 or so, the card just looks so nice. For only a little over $100, you can't really go wrong. And it's not something I'd be losing money on anyway, unless of course this counts as damage. It gets a 6 or something. That would be a shame. At that point, I'd break it out of the slab. I'd put it in a binder, because that's just, that would kind of suck. I won't lie. That's the only situation that would really suck. So a little bit nervous about that. I think it'll be okay, though. I've seen worse cards at Beckett. I've seen, the kind of corner whitening where it's a little frayed a little bit. I've seen Beckett grade those like a 5.5. So I don't think that this should really bring it down to a 6. I think that would be a little bit silly, but Beckett still does all human grading. There's no machines as far as we're aware. So it's really up to the person. They might, see that and just immediately consider it damage. without considering past grades maybe, so who knows, but you know, it could also get an 8 or so. I have really no idea. Maybe this corner gets a 7 and the rest of the card gets an 8. This gets a 7.5. It's hard to say, guys, but I'm very excited overall. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this card. I do have one other card showing up, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and like the video if you want to see more mail day openings. This will be followed up by, of course, a Beckett return. I do have to save up a little bit. I've actually got another piece of media that I'm grading. Where is it? Here it is. For any VHS collectors out there, you know how this is significantly rare. This is a sealed Friday the 13th VHS from the 80s. Actually, I believe it's from the 80s. No, it's not. 1994. But horror movies in general are very collectible for VHS, and this is sealed, and it's in really good condition. So that'll be getting graded. It might find some cool stuff. Some cool stuff, excuse me. But here's the card. Like I said, I have another card coming. I don't think there's as much to talk about to do a mail day video, although I might. Really depends on what kind of content I have at the time. If I don't have any other openings planned, I'll just do that. So I'll upload for you guys. You know, you guys get something to watch that's interesting. Maybe not just modern pack openings. Hopefully you guys enjoy my channel for this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's always just a surprise what I'm going to come up with. Today we actually are going to be one of the people I make fun of buying base Set Charizard. I do think this is a cool card to own, especially the Japanese one, just because it was the first ever one, even before first edition English. So I think this is very, very cool. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll be doing more of these. If you want to see what grade this card gets, definitely make sure to stay subscribed. Check out my other videos for openings in the meantime. Obviously, there's a million other people on YouTube to watch openings for, but I've opened a lot of, vintage packs. So yeah, hopefully this gets a decent grade. Hopefully I have a really cool, exciting Beckett reveal at some point. If not, it'll be cool to just kind of experiment. That's also why I got this. I'm very curious how Beckett will treat, like this corner. Now that I have it, I'm curious how they'll treat that. I'm sure it'll be good information for you guys to know at least how someone at Beckett would treat this corner. And this centering, are they going to send it back as off-centered, or do you think they're going to grade it like a 7 or something? Or can they even grade lower? I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you have any thoughts on that, or if you've graded with Beckett before. But I'm excited either way. I think it's going to be really fun. Best case scenario, we get a really cool graded base Set Charizard back. So I'm excited, guys. Hopefully you guys are excited to just, figure this out. I've got another great card coming. It's actually much more rare than this. Not more expensive, but much more, way more rare. I'm trying to word that the best I can. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Enjoy this nice thumbnail of base Set Charizard.